your boy, Megalodon J. And we come to you today with a serious topic at hand. A lot of things that you see, but you don't really see. I got my real good friend Donnie in this thing. Say what's up, boy.
What's up, y'all?
And I got my girl Glow. Talk to me.
Peace and blessings to all the listeners.
All right. So we're gonna call this because I don't want to waste a second. We're gonna call this Who is your God? Who are you worshiping?
Amen.
Who are you making your idol? Because there's a lot of idol worship out here today. And there's a lot of people not acknowledging it. But guess what? We finna open your eyes since you don't want to see. So, a lot of things been going on this week. Not gonna lie to you, I'm a big Laker fan. I am. I'm a real big Laker fan.
I used to be.
She said she used to be a Laker fan.
Yeah, I don't follow no sports like that anymore.
Man, oh man. But I'm gonna tell you. The idol worship in sports is at an all-time high. And not gonna lie to you, I really like Kobe Bryant's game. I like Kobe game. Kobe game is nice. The fadeaway is nice. And you know what? Even though LeBron James is a very, very nice physical specimen on the court, his game nice too. But what I want to highlight today is y'all idols that y'all worship. Y'all make these guys totems. So what I want to do today is we just want to talk to you a little bit. We just want to have a conversation. Can we have a conversation, y'all?
We need conversations, because otherwise we won't get anywhere.
Can we talk a little bit today, Donnie?
Yes, sir.
All right. Glow, let's kick this thing off. What do you think about LeBron James?
I think LeBron is just unfortunately one of those sellouts that the elites have placed in front of our people to sell you false dreams. They don't tell you what you got to do to get to that position. They don't tell you all the stuff you got to do behind closed doors. They just tell you work hard, train, and you can be LeBron James. Or you can be Kobe Bryant. How many talented brothers do y'all think are out there playing in the streets? That's probably more talented than a lot of those people that make it, whether it's in music or physical athleticism. You know, there's so many out there.
Yeah,
plenty.
Definitely.
But certain people are selected for a reason, because I know I try not to get too deep, but it's like we live in a kingdom that's run by Satan, and anyone that he puts at the top in front of us is to distract us, especially the chosen people. So of course they have talents because they're already part of the chosen bloodline, and they're gonna have talents, and but if you get hung up on their talent, you're not looking at the symbolism of everything. You're not looking at the clubs they're part of. You got to be part of a club. You got to be part of a brotherhood. No regular schmegler person can just walk up in there and be LeBron James or be Kobe Bryant or be Beyonce or be whoever. It doesn't work like that. Because if it did, plenty of people would have made it.
Everybody got to be the GOAT, right? Everybody got to be the GOAT.
Everybody. And that's another thing, that word GOAT. If you go further, you're going to find out they worship a god that has a goat head. Baphomet. Y'all know about Baphomet? But they tell you it means the greatest of all time. Yeah. It gets so the rabbit hole. I mean, when people say like, oh, it's great to be in line. Honestly, when you become to a point where you're starting to see, have you seen a movie called They Live, or even heard of a movie called They Live? It was a guy who had a special glasses. When he put it on, he would see the advertisement saying, consume, consume, obey, obey. When he takes it off, it'll say something different. So what happens is when you start to see these people for who they are, it's hard to even like dumb yourself down and enjoy a basketball game, really, because it's like, they're all rituals. They're all rituals.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so so what I hear you saying is it's a whole bunch of foolishness going on out here, and we really need to look at what we got going on. So Donnie, talk to me a little bit about what you're saying because I do feel like there's a lot of hero worshiping going on, a lot of bromance, and not a lot of vision. So Donnie, talk to me, man. What's up?
it really is, and it can get a whole lot deeper than what she's saying. Cause like you said, we want to kind of keep it not as not like how we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But I
yeah,
will,
yeah.
but I will say with the bromance as you say, I don't like how how hard it is to tell people about the idol worship that they're doing. Because we notice how we try to talk to each other about even the shortcomings of each other.
Hmm.
And I know I'm going off on a tangent. I'm gonna circle back around. But you know how it's so much easier to see the shortcomings of somebody else than it is to
Hmm.
see the shortcomings of yourself.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
And we've gotten to a point to where everything is politicized to a point to where my basketball player, my favorite basketball player, if he's not your favorite basketball player, we can't even talk about basketball. And
Just
I,
like politics.
yeah, the idolatry has gone so far that we can't even have a conversation about anything. And
Hmm.
like we were talking about with Kobe and Michael Jordan and LeBron, like these are the three best basketball players I can think of. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's such an argument. People be ready to fight over the
Man,
fact that if you don't think that he's the best,
it
then
gets heated,
we
right?
can't even talk. Like
Yeah.
either way it goes, if you put either one of those three people on a basketball team, that's going to be a pretty good basketball team.
Yes.
And we
Definitely.
skip over that fact because we want whoever we're talking about to be the pinnacle of what we're talking about instead of just appreciating the goodness of whatever it is that we're talking about.
Hmm.
And when it comes to us and our own shortcomings, it comes to almost the same thing. And when we notice the things that we look at on TV and the things that we do in our daily lives, it almost politicizes everything, every single thing that we do in the same way. To where if what we do is not the greatest, it's not the biggest, the best, and everything else, then it's nothing at all. It almost comes to almost like a Ricky Bobby thing. If you're not first, you're last syndrome. When you can really appreciate everything that's good about what we're talking about in the first place. And that's
Man,
what
I'm so glad you said the whole phrase of first and last because in my mind today, I kept thinking about what the Messiah said: the first shall be last,
shall be
and the
last.
last
Yeah.
shall be first.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go. Okay. So I'm glad you just said that because Donnie and I we've been having conversations about this, man, because man, I like to go in depth about it because I feel a way about it because it's like if you know anything about me, I love playing the sports, right? And
Hmm.
people say, man, but Jay, you was worshiping Kobe Bryant. No,
Hmm.
I like the way Kobe Bryant took the mentality towards the game. He attacked
Hmm.
it.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And I attack everything I do in life. But see, while everybody was idolizing Kobe Bryant, I was studying how to shoot the jump shot
You were learning from
because
him.
essentially, I feel
Mhm.
like Kobe, you was good, but I feel like I got a pretty good jumper too. So I felt like you know my favorite player was always me. Donnie, correct me if I'm wrong, and I've been saying this for a few days now. Glow, hear me.
Hmm.
I have not owned a jersey with another man's name on the back since
Hmm.
probably 1998.
Really
I don't
About yeah.
idolize these boys.
good for you. I've never purchased one, so and I
I
played basketball
watch,
in high school.
look here, Glow. I watch boys buying sneakers. I got a lot of shoes, don't I, Donnie?
Yeah.
I watch boys buy sneakers, right? And they buying Jordans They licking the bottom of the shoe because that rubber is just so great. But guess what? Donnie, you heard me say this the other day. Glow, walk with me. Please walk with me. That same rubber that you're licking on the bottom of those Jordans, because he's so great. He's the GOAT, right? And these shoes that he released are so fly, just in a different color.
Right, and people
Yeah,
get
the
killed
same
over it.
shoes and Payless.
They get killed over because he's so good. He's so great. And they're so
The same
uncomfortable.
rubber.
They're
Mm,
so uncomfortable. Talk to me.
mm.
Talk to me. Glow, talk to me. Glow, I know you hear me. Talk to me.
I do. It's just, what we need to know is, because we're the number one consumers and stuff, we need to know that the people we support, not one of them is our friend. Not one.
Mm.
Not a one.
Say it one more time.
Not a one of them is our friend. Not
Have
a
you ever
one
met
of
Michael
them.
Jordan?
No, but I know people that nobody that I know that's met him has anything good to say.
Mm. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I
Talk to me
mean,
now, Glow. Talk to
where
me.
I come from, okay, so where I come from in the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa,
Mm.
it's like it's a culture thing. Everybody knows, whether if you're some type of celebrity, whether you're a musician, you play soccer, whatever it is, or a politician, everybody knows. They use a term saying "asimba kisi," which, if you want to translate it literally in English, means he touched medicine. But it's like, medicine from who? Witch doctor. Everybody that
Mm.
makes it to the top, they are involved in witchcraft. So what happens is, these people, when you serve Satan, he requires so much from you, from blood sacrifice, from all kinds of, if you look at all these celebrities, people around them always tragically die. There's always some tragedy. I'm not saying regular people that don't happen to, but if you look at all of them, there's always some fishy stuff going on. And then when you start looking at the symbolism, you start to see all of it play out. So these people are playing a totally different ball game than our regular people. We just look like, oh, he's such a great blah blah blah. He's so talented. Oh, he gives back to the community. But it's part of their religion. They tell them to, all of them have charities. They have, because
Mhm.
they believe in the whole black and white, yin and yang, you can do some good that can cover the evil that you've done. So just because someone's doing something like that don't mean that they're not involved in some dark crap. And the stuff that they sell us, really, how is it bettering our lives again? Is it just maybe making you look good, feel good? But all these
Not at
black
all.
celebrities, because our people are always the top, at the top. We're always at the top because we come from a bloodline that's been blessed, right?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
That's why whatever we touch, we're always gonna be the best. That's why the other side, even like when you hear about the Illuminati, there's the Illuminati like where the elites, but then you have the Boule, which is like the rejects, which is the
Mm.
black one. So they're the gatekeepers of the Illuminati, like the All Sharptons and all of them. They're the gatekeepers. They bring you a little bit closer to the truth, but you can't get the whole truth. They're just charlatans, just jokers.
So
So
Glow, I don't
it's
mean to
it's a
cut you
shit
off.
show. No problem.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I just thought about something because I've been saying it to Donnie for like the last 2 days. Y'all ready for it? Because
Yeah.
I listened to J. Cole because he's secretly giving us gems, telling
Mm-hmm.
on Holly
Mhm.
Weird. He says, "Long
Say that
live."
again. You say that again. You were breaking up on my end.
Oh, I'm sorry. I listened to J. Cole, and he's been giving
Uh
us
huh.
gems. He's been telling on Holly Weird. He's been telling
Mm-hmm.
on them. He says,
Mm-hmm.
"Long live our idols. May they
Mm.
never become our rivals." Pac
Mm.
was
Mhm.
like Jesus. Nas wrote
Mm-hmm.
the Bible. Hold on. What does he mean by that, Donnie? Talk to me.
Hmm.
I'm trying to understand. What does he
You
mean?
know exactly. You know exactly what he means. You know exactly what it means. So inside of a lot of the lyrics that we listen to, you know the things that we talk about. A
Yeah.
lot of things that we say. But if you look deep inside some of the, the, words of these songs, they have double meaning.
Always.